Hometown Dudes, Joe and Seamus, and we got a special episode today.
Before we get going,
Oh,
I want to send a shout out to a listener overseas that's enjoyed our podcast.
oh yes?
Little James McCausland
James McCausland.
sent me a video message saying how much he enjoyed the podcast.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
So shout out.
We're international now,
we're
baby.
International, yeah. So shout out to James.
All right, James.
And his long, skinny dick.
He's a long, skinny one, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just rail thin,
Oh, you put it in your mouth, comes out your ass. That's how long it is.
but it just slides right in because it's so
Slides
skinny.
right in. Yeah, like a wet noodle.
Slides down, in and down.
Oh yeah.
And out, and
just
you're
like
fine.
a snake in a
I
toilet.
can still just play video games because I wouldn't even know what's in, even though it's pierced my entire insides because it's so.
Well, your mouth
slippery
would
and
be
skin.
open though.
Because it's so slippery and skinny, though.
Well, it's not that skinny.
It wouldn't really interrupt my day.
No.
It's
no,
like
no.
getting a hair down there, right?
Which that interrupts my day quite a bit, though.
You can still live your life.
I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to James.
All right.
All right. Well,
Summerslam recap.
yeah.
Ooh, baby.
SummerSlam weekend recap.
What a weekend.
Let's start from the beginning.
Ooh, fuck. I drank like 5 entire beers.
Ooh, wow.
And it was nuts.
I think I drank 10 times that.
How many emergency diarrheas did you have to have?
0. I was the only one in the group to not pretty much be shitting myself constantly.
I didn't shit I only had one episode.
Right.
And that was only because I piled chili on top of a good deal of cream.
Well, let's rewind. Why were we about over an hour late leaving?
That was because I was shitting.
So
But-
you started the weekend off.
That was only because I had a nervous tummy. I get a nervous tummy sometimes. So it was nerve/excitement shits. Not
Jesus.
because of dietary or liquid ingestion.
Okay.
Just straight up nerves. Yeah.
So yeah, we were running just over an hour late because of Joe's
It was
poops.
pretty much, let's just say an hour. It was almost an hour.
It was pretty much,
Yeah. I
yeah.
was supposed to be at Adams at like noon to get him, and I was
Yeah.
there at like 1.
And you texted me at noon to tell me you were going to be late.
Yeah.
That's good. That was good.
Yeah, I let you know.
Yeah, but you let me know while I was waiting for you because you're supposed to
You
be
were
there.
upstairs, probably pounding off.
Upstairs, I only have one stair.
It's up, and you were up on the top of it.
No, I'm on my main level of my apartment.
You are not on the main level.
Of my apartment?
No, you're not.
My apartment, my and Heather's apartment.
Your unit, yeah.
We're on the main level of that.
Well, how come I have to go upstairs when I go through the front door?
That's because you're going upstairs in the apartment building. For my specific apartment, it's on the main. We only have one level of that apartment.
There's 3 stories.
Yes, in the building. I'm talking about my personal apartment. What do you understand about this?
What the fuck are you talking about? You're not on the main floor.
When you come into my apartment,
Yes. I have
how many floors do I have in my apartment?
I'm talking about your unit is not on the main floor.
No, I'm saying there's only one floor in my apartment.
In your apartment.
Exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
just said.
Well, yeah, but I still have to go upstairs to get to your unit.
Yeah, I'm not on.
Stair climb.
But on my apartment, I'm in the main level of my own apartment.
Holy fuck.
You just agreed with me when the statement you said was exactly what I just
What a
said.
pain in the ass. We're not doing it. Podcast over.
Good. Finally.
Cancel forever.
Finally.
This is what happens when we spend a whole weekend together.
So yeah, Joe had nervous shits because he was nervous about the big city.
But what a great time.
So yeah, we got down there. The 5 of us got down there, got into our Airbnb, no problem.
Well, yeah, no problem.
What do you mean? Yeah, there was no problem.
No, the first night you had a key issue.
I just
You had to go through
didn't
the
know
keys.
what. There's 3 keys.
As soon as you put that key in and it didn't go, I was like, oh no.
But we got into it, so I don't know why.
Here we go.
Yeah, I just got lucky the first time.
Yeah, I
but,
guess
like,
so. I'm
Tried
like, fuck, I guess we live outside now.
So
We're homeless for the weekend.
So we get there, have some beers, go out for din, meet up with. Well, yeah, you there for dinner? Who wasn't there for dinner?
Yeah, the first night.
Who's there? Who's not
Oval
there?
wasn't.
Oval wasn't. He
one
went
of
up
his
with
buddies.
Jerry. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, met up with Rob Fiddle and his lovely girlfriend Steph.
Oh, Rob and Steph. Great folks.
And went to the Great Hall in Toronto. Did you know anything about the Great Hall, that venue that we saw the first wrestling
I
show
didn't
at?
know anything about I knew what it was called because he had mentioned where we were seeing.
Very historic building in Toronto.
It seems historic.
That they do these fucking wrestling shows at for some reason.
Super Kick.
Super Kick. No ED, just apostrophe D.
And let me tell you something about Super Kick. If you're not familiar with a little independent wrestling show such as Super Kick, they have very little guidelines for the audience members. There's no chairs. You go wherever you want except into the ring. But you can
and the stage.
stand at the ring,
stage,
and you can touch the ring.
Yeah.
They encourage you to drink as much as you want, swear as much as you want, and that's the best part.
Which I will say, I do that at wrestling shows anyways.
Fair. But you're also like, from me to you, away from wrestlers in the ring.
Yeah,
You
right
say,
there.
Hey, fuck you, I hate you, or hit him with that fucking chair, or whatever you want, and they'll chirp you. Like our buddy Adam was right there too. Some guy popped out of the ring, and Adam I forget what he yelled something. And the guy's like, fuck you, you little bitch, and like slapped his hat off. It was, oh man.
Hilarious. You're part of the show.
You are part of the show.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And $25.
Yeah.
3 hours. That show's 3 hours for $25. And I'm fully immersed. I'm still don't have my normal speaking voice
Just
back.
Screaming at wrestlers.
And I didn't lose it at the Summerslam. That didn't help.
Right.
I lost it at Super Kick.
Yeah.
Just my fuck. What a time. I don't know if you can get more entertained for $25.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Maybe in a third world country, $25.
Oh, probably.
Could
Oh,
get
you
something
can get lots.
crazy.
You can get lots there. But yeah.
North America, $25.
Indie pro wrestling show, standing right there.
Please prove me wrong. I would love to see something better for $25. And we, you sent me this picture of this wrestler. And you're like, I think you're going to like this guy. And his name was Puff.
1F.
1F. And Puff is every bit of 400 pounds.
He's gross.
He's not gross.
He's gross. He's obese.
He's
obese.
morbidly and not comically obese. He is.
When I saw him outside of his wrestling gear, I was like, oh, that's just a fat guy.
Yeah.
But when you put like tight pink spandex on a man, he looks fatter than he is in that time.
It was black and blue.
There's pink in there.
I got pictures. I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
You're colorblind.
He does have a pink. One of the pictures I sent you is him in pink.
Yes.
Okay.
But
so
during his wrestling.
Okay.
Whatever. And
I couldn't find his dick though. Couldn't see it.
You're not gonna see his dick, man. You gotta pull him naked, pull off all the clothing.
Yeah. Like I figured a spandex that tight, I'd see a lump.
No, it's up and underneath some folds.
But yeah, Puff, he's a good guy wrestler.
And he's over. And if you don't know that wrestling term, that means the crowd fucking loves this guy.
Because look, he is having a good time. He comes, dances.
He's super. He doesn't swear at the other wrestlers.
What's not to like about a guy, fat man dancing?
And he's not like, okay, when we see the term fat, there's a lot of fat guys in wrestling, but they're like athletic fat guys. Like even a guy like Vader, let's say.
Yeah.
Let's throw Vader in there.
Yeah.
He was like what you call like barrel chest. Yeah, he had a big gut, but he was also fucking muscular, power lifter.
Even Yokozuna in his prime. Yeah.
He was like sumo fat.
Yeah.
No, Puff is like video game living in the basement fat.
Yeah. And like T-Rex arms.
Yeah. He doesn't carry it in the right. It's all ass and gut, right? It's not like he's carrying it. He's got these huge muscular arms and then a big stomach. Like a muscle gut, you might say.
Yeah. No.
He is.
Even Kevin Owens kind of has that a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. Yeah. Kevin Owens, maybe kind of on the chubbier side for sure, but you could see his athleticism and his muscularity and his power.
Right.
Puff has neither of those things.
He dances.
He does dance. He's got some moves.
And yeah, people love him.
And he's fun.
I mean, I think I'm sure that's the first Puff match I've seen.
Yep.
But he definitely never wins, probably.
No.
Like, very infrequently.
Win, right? He's
Exactly.
have fun and have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd's going nuts for him. And you were in the show, like, these guys are coming out of the ring and, like, hitting you and falling on you.
Yeah. They're telling you, they kind of let you know to get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
But if you're not moving, you're going to get, like, Adam was fucking on his phone checking baseball stats or some shit.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm like, what are you doing? You almost got killed. Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Clarky loved that. Oh,
yeah,
man.
our buddy Clarky has never been to a super kick. And on the way down, I told him, I'm like, you, specifically Clarky, are going to love this show because you couldn't be more part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's up to you. Like, if you can go up to the balcony and kind of watch and just enjoy the show from afar, or you can be at the ring like we were and get spit on by wrestlers.
There was no chance we weren't going to be right by the ring.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no way.
first, because me, Clarky, and Oval got in first.
Yeah.
While you guys were still waiting. And, like, they're up at the balcony while I'm getting beers. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like,
I was waiting at them. I'm like, come down here.
yeah, what are you doing, you idiots?
Yeah, because I got in and you guys were all up top, and I just went past and went right downstairs.
I was getting a drink and figuring out the bathroom situation, which I did not figure out successfully.
Seamus seemingly used the woman's washroom. Twice.
So the first time I asked the bartender, "Oh, where's the washroom?" Like, "Oh, you got to go like behind the stage a bit," and it's like they're right back there.
You hook
okay,
a left
great.
or something.
So I went in there, and there's all I can see is an illuminated W.
Yep.
And then nothing else.
Go either way.
So I'm like, W is washrooms. They're unisex bathrooms. It's Toronto.
It's 2019. Gender
No
neutral,
problem.
baby.
I go in there, take a piss, leave, no problem. I do it the second time, and I realize it's all women. I'm like, oh no, like the 6 women that are at the show are in the washroom at the same time I am. I'm like, oh no, like I'm in the fucking women's bathroom. So I like kind of hunch down and I like wait for everyone to leave. Then I just bolt out of there. What happened was I did realize later, the M on the men's washroom, the illumination or the lights on it had not been working. Oh, so it just looked like a black door they didn't see.
And you had a couple beers into you.
I was not sober.
Yeah,
so.
you were a little high.
Anyway,
Might have been a little high.
Yeah. So then we got a spit fight at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the thing at Superkick. It was.
Well, I think those guys had a spit fight.
It's fucking gross. Yeah, but there was people like audience members on the other side of the ring hawking into the ring, and even like Adam got spit.
They were
on.
good spits.
How did they get so far? I just spit and it like just dribbles down my chin. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so that was like the evil punk rock guy versus the party boy Russian.
Oh, that was.
And
his party boy Russian,
man, and the punk guy's brother was involved somehow. And
and they have like a brother rivalry.
Yeah. I'm sure if we went every month, which if I lived in Toronto, I probably would.
There's no way I wouldn't. If I lived that close, $25 fucking, and it's 3 hours.
You don't live close. You can just take the subway right there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so anyways, there was a match where a steel chair was involved, as oftentimes there is in wrestling, and it received a few dents, and the guy, one of the wrestlers, like slid it to go out of the ring, and our friend Adam kind of caught the chair and tucked it between himself and the ring and sort of guarded it all night. It was his idea that I'm going to take this home as a souvenir.
Which I was like, there's no way he's going to get out of this building.
They're not. It's a big folding blue steel chair. Yeah. You're not just going to be able to walk through the front fucking door with this thing.
Right.
Hey, that doesn't even belong to us, by the way. That's like the theaters.
No.
The venues.
That's a wrestling steel chair. Right
it was heavy.
That was super kick chair for sure.
I don't know, man.
That wasn't the venue's chair.
No,
they'd use nicer chairs there.
You think so?
At the Great Hall, 100%. This was like a stereotypical metal steel chair from a.
But it was heavy. It wasn't like a fold away.
It's like you would buy it for Walmart or Home Depot.
And it had a few dents where it connected with a human skull.
No actual skulls.
And Adam and who was it? Like Oval and Clarky kind of ducked up this side stairway that led right to the front door and snuck out. And a guy. Sort of the doorman kind of saw that. Hey, where are you going with that? And I was like, oh, the guy down there said I could take it.
I think he used a name.
I don't know.
He's like, oh, Steve down the hall said I could take it.
So the doorman's like, oh, okay, see ya. And there's a ton of people filing out. So he's just trying to get people through the fucking door. So Adam leaves with the chair, thinks he's home free. All of a sudden, one of the wrestlers comes out of the side door and says, hey, that's our chair. And runs up to Adam, and Adam's like, no. Like Steve at the door said I could take the chair. He said it was okay. And the wrestler's like, oh, okay, I guess you talked to Steve then. It's all right. So here we are walking down St. Clair or some shit with a steel chair.
Queen Street. Yeah.
Stop for snacks.
Use the chair to sit down.
I used the chair to sit down on the corner. I was like, hey, this is our corner tonight. And she was like, yeah, it's our corner right now, but it won't be our corner at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, let's get what we need and get back to safety.
What other wrestlers stood out at the show for you?
I forget what his name was, but he was... kind of like a fancy boy, and people kept calling him a piece of shit, and he was with the girl.
Oh, yeah. He was like
his bit.
Yeah, he was a very fit man as well.
Very fit.
Yeah. He looked like a wrestler. I believe his last name was Wheeler.
Yes. Yeah, it was Wheeler. And then his lady accomplice was also very fit.
Yes.
You may say.
Yeah.
And also the two military sort of
militant
militia
from the States, like evil Americans.
They were badass.
They beat the shit out of a guy and draped a American flag over him and stuff.
Yeah, and I told the guy, there was a chair involved. It was laying in the ring, and I looked right at him, I'm like, use that chair and cave his fucking skull in. And he looked at me, he gave me the finger, he's like, fuck you.
Nice.
I was like, whoa.
Nice. Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It's part of the show.
Especially some of these guys, even though it's you've probably never heard of these guys. They're really into the independent scene. But some of them are pretty fucking beefy dudes that you wouldn't, personally, I would never fuck with.
Yeah.
But at a wrestling show, I'm going to fuck with them.
Yeah.
But out on the streets,
For sure.
no way.
No way.
There was one guy just huge. You see his like big neck, like trap muscles and stuff. And he was hanging out of the ring. And we were like right beside him. Like, well, this guy's fucking big.
That was big.
He's a beefy boy.
That was a beefy boy. Yeah.
And then, so we got back and Saturday rolled around.
Well, I haven't finished yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jeez, Joe.
I'm sorry.
I ask you questions and you don't ask me any. That's nice. That's good. That's good for a podcast, Joe.
Yeah, I don't
Congratulations.
ask the questions.
I was going to answer my own question of
Go ahead.
wrestlers that are memorable to me. Would you like me to continue?
Sure.
Or? Oh, okay.
You're going to anyway, so.
I saw a guy, I didn't know he was going to be there. His name is Casanova Valentine.
Oh, you did get pumped for him.
He's the hipster hardcore heartthrob.
He was a rough-looking gentleman.
He is big into death matches.
You can tell because he's riddled in
really
scars.
scarred.
Riddled.
You're just Band-Aids falling off.
Touched his arm, it was like reading Braille. Gross.
Yeah, so he came out. That was exciting for me.
You were pumped. Like, you started going crazy.
That's like, I know him. Like,
Yeah,
he almost won Tournament of Death a couple years ago. Like, he was featured on this other Vice documentary because in New York State, you can't do death matches in wrestling. You can't use light tubes and barbed wire and all that stuff, right?
Like graphic blood squirt.
I mean, yeah, well, whatever. So he found a loophole though. So he puts on art shows. I'm using air quotes there.
Yeah, okay.
Art shows that are no ring death matches. So it's just like at a bar like we were at, no ring, and they just beat the shit out of each other. And it's legal? An art show.
So it's legal. It's like a performance.
It's a performance art show. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So good for him to figure out like I like this kind of wrestling. I want to bring it to my Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I can't because the athletic commissions and wrestling, it's all weird. So yeah, let's do a performance art show.
Found a nice little workaround.
That's a smart guy.
Pretty creative.
Smart guy.
Pretty
Doesn't
creative.
look that smart.
Not
because he is riddled in self-inflicted scars.
It was like a 6-man scramble kind of match.
Yeah.
And he rolled to the side, and Adam's yelling, like, get in there. And you're trying to hand him a beer. Yeah. He's like, oh, my ribs are all fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think he's hurt.
He actually hurt, or is this a work? You never know what these shows.
No, he would have taken. He did take a beer, but
yeah, he took a few chugs.
Yeah, big time. So I lead the 4 others back to the Airbnb because they don't know where they are or how to get home.
No, you were the ringleader. You chose our accommodations, mind you. Mm-hmm. We were led to believe we had a house.
That's true.
Shortly before, it turns out it was the basement of the house.
Which was fun.
It was adequate.
Well, I
wanted a penthouse condo.
That's going to be more than $80 for the entire weekend.
I know, but I still wanted a penthouse condo.
You can get that next time.
I'm going to. We stayed in the basement, shared 5 stinky dudes drinking all weekend, shared 1 toilet. It was nice. It was clean when we got there and everything.
Like, it was clean-ish when we left. Like, it wasn't a shithole.
No,
everything worked.
It just stunk when we left.
I was surprised when I came down the one day and everyone was there. It didn't smell as bad as I thought.
Well, I got back on the Sunday morning, and when I walked in, I'm like, oh, I got to get ready for it's going to hit me like a punch in the face. It wasn't too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
So Saturday, Joe abandoned us.
Yeah, I left because they were all kind of hungover and just chilling out. And I was like, I want to go downtown. I want to go downtown. I'm in the city. I want to be downtown and just walk around, really.
Right.
So I downloaded the Uber app.
Yeah.
Seemingly, I don't know, 14 to 15 million people a day use this fucking app.
Yeah, probably one of the most popular apps going.
Yeah, there's like Pornhub. And then Uber.
I don't think Pornhub has an app. I think it's just like a website. But yeah, it's like iTunes, Uber, and
Instagram or something.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
Anyways, so seemingly it was easy to set up. Put my email in, create a profile, and then you just log in, and it shows you where you are, and it shows you the Ubers around. Like, oh, what kind of car do you want to take? So I pick a car. I'm like, hey, fellas, I'm heading downtown. Who's coming? Nobody's coming. But then Adam decides he's going to come with me. Yeah. So Adam and I hitch a ride with a Colombian gentleman named Juan.
Yeah.
Juan took us to the CN Tower, and we got out, and I was kind of curious because he dropped us off about 50 feet from where like the pinpoint was.
Right.
On my Uber.
Because just whatever was easier for him. At the time.
He's like, is this okay? I'm like, fuck yeah, we're right here. Who cares? And in a cab, they can drop you off wherever, and you pay for as far as you've gone, and you give them the cash, you do your debit, and you go on with your fucking day. Well, with Uber, I wasn't quite there yet, and I knew on the app it's supposed to come up where you can rate your driver, and you select the tip amount, and then you carry on with your day. But that hadn't come up because we hadn't been dropped right at the location.
And he hadn't ended the ride yet.
And Juan had, and I asked him, like, Juan, what do I do here? It's my first Uber. Like, is there a button I gotta hit? He's like, no, just it's okay. And his English was very broke, pretty good. He'd only been in the country for like 2 years, and I was like, I just hit cancel. He said, no, it's okay. So I didn't know, so I just hit cancel.
So he told you not to hit cancel.
Yeah, but I was like, how do I finish it? He's like, no. So I'm like, all right, I'll just hit cancel. And then it's like, you will be charged for this portion of your ride.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
And like, it didn't come up with a tip thing because I hit cancel. So I just threw in some cash.
Right.
Got out. Adam and I were walking around the CN Tower. And
whoa, wait. You didn't get to the CN Tower.
We were right there.
You're walking around the CN Tower.
Yeah.
Not in.
I said we're walking around the CN Tower.
Okay.
And I checked my bank account to see.
See, why did you think it would come out immediately like that?
Because it's a debit, and it does. It processes everything else. It's immediate.
But it's a weekend, right?
Doesn't matter. Online banking for mine, it's immediate.
Well, apparently not with Uber.
No, so I checked. The money hadn't come out yet, so I thought, okay, maybe there is a delay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, I'll check later. No big deal. We go into the CN Tower. As we go in, we go to the line, and I hear like a family talking, and I hear them mention some kind of like 2-hour wait. And of course there is. It's a fucking Saturday.
Oh, I thought so. Like someone at the CN Tower told you 2-hour wait.
Well, then I asked.
I
asked one of like the employees there. I'm like, hey, excuse me, how long is the wait for to go up?
Yeah.
He's like, it's about 2 hours right now. I'm like, fuck. All right. Of course it is.
Saturday
It's
in summer. Yeah.
It's like a tourist attraction in the city. It's a beautiful day. So I was like, fuck. I was gonna actually meet my brother who works at CBC. So I didn't really allot myself the time to wait to go up to the CN Tower. So I'm like, all right, Adam, whatever. Let's go get a hot dog. So we just kind of cruised around and got a hot dog. We're just people watching, and we get to this monument, and it's like a monument for like 100 years of 100 workers that have died in the workplace.
Right.
And they start at like 1901, and it goes up to 2001. And then they have another area blanked out for the future people that are going to die in the workplace. And that's it's lovely. Like, the workplace can be a dangerous area. It can be a dangerous area. You gotta watch your shit. And we need better safety precautions to protect people in the workplace. So I assume they're gonna put names up on the little plaques, which of course they did, and the date that they died.
Right.
Of course they do. But they also described in what I thought hilarious detail on how they died. Bob Johnson, 1967. Piece of lumber through the eye pierces brain.
It's very specific.
Very specific. Like Ralph Mahogany, decapitated train accident.
You couldn't think of a better fake name than that? Jesus Christ. It's like one of the wrestlers we saw the night before.
Just came to me. And so Adam and I are like reading all these plaques, and I'm kind of giggling.
Yeah, right.
And I'm realizing this is not an appropriate place to have a good laugh. I couldn't help myself though, man.
Why did you care if you were laughing?
I thought it was kind of disrespectful.
Oh, a little bit, but who cares?
To like point and like,
well, like, what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. I just felt it was disrespectful.
With all the homeless people screaming, ranting, carrying on, all the drunk people, and you're worried about someone hearing you laugh?
Yeah.
Nah.
I want to be respectful at a monument.
Well, you're still laughing, so you've already fucked. You
Well,
went past that.
All right,
You went past that.
Let's move on. But I love the city. Like for a visit like that, perfect.
You were so anxious and nervous about it, though.
Well, just because it's the end. No, it's just how I am.
Right. Is this trip gonna help with that, though? Do you think?
No.
No? So next time you go down, you're still gonna get like anxious and nervous.
If I was going anywhere, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But even though now you're, I like the city. You know how to get around a little bit more.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get anxious and nervous.
It's
too bad, man. That's too bad.
Well, I deal with it. I still do it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
People take fucking
but you get
bottles of like anxiety medicine every day.
Yeah. You have nervous shits though.
Yeah.
So
I'm good. Just take a few dumps. Carry on.
Well, while those boys were doing their thing, Clarky, Oval, and I were back at the Airbnb, chilling out, drinking beers, and watching Dark Side of the Ring, a documentary series on Vice about wrestling.
Very depressing.
We thought it was funny. So the first one we saw was about Bruiser Brody, who's this wrestler who ended up getting stabbed in a shower in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
So that's funny.
Hilarious.
And then the other one was on the Von Erich family.
Oh my God. You guys were filling us in over dinner, and it was just tragic.
The Von Erichs, the dad was named Fritz Von Erich. He was a Texas man who became like a Nazi wrestler because, everyone hates Nazis. So
Why not wrestle as a Nazi?
Well, you're gonna get booze.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he started this whole federation in Texas, became like a big success, and all his boys got into wrestling, but all his boys killed themselves pretty much, or like purposely OD'd, or like.
That's from the CTE probably, right? Like going back now that we know about head injuries. It was from recurring head injuries.
No, not necessarily. No, because the way these guys wrestled is not like Chris Benoit or like Daniel Bryan, guys like that. Like, they're wrestling a more southern slow style,
doing locks and tosses.
Right? And yeah, for sure. They probably had some head injuries, but not to the extent that we think of it now.
Right? They weren't like jumping 50 feet. They're just
their dad is just a terrible human being. And so like the one surviving son,
was he the youngest?
No, he's somewhere in the middle, I think. So all his brothers are dead. Either they killed themselves or died of OD or whatever.
Nice.
And his dad, one time, when he's meeting his dad pulls a gun on his last remaining son, calls him a pussy because he didn't have the guts to kill himself.
Fuck.
Like,
what a life. What a life.
What an awful family. But this one guy made it. Yeah, so we started calling ourselves like Scotty Von Erich. Yeah. Like Joe Von Erich. And then later at dinner at Jack Astor's on Front, we've been drinking all day, and Scott just starts bringing up this documentary with the waitress. So he's just talking about suicide at Jack Astor's to a waitress.
The oddest things to talk to strangers about sometimes,
like, you know? Me, Adam, and Clark, what the fuck, man?
What are you doing? She doesn't care.
Oh, in fact, she cares the other way, where she's freaked out.
She just wants to be done with her day now at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
That poor woman.
That's when we went to NXT.
NXT TakeOver.
Which is like WWE's farm league, pretty much, right? Like,
you get to see some pretty incredible wrestling.
Yeah, they were, that was top notch. We were pretty good seats at that one, and great wrestling at that one. And you hung out with Tone Boy.
I stayed at my brother's with Tony and his wife Amy. Had some tacos. It was a lovely evening.
Yeah, you had turkey tacos.
Yeah. And from that, I was able
to... Not real tacos.
It's real tacos.
No, they're made of turkey.
And from that, I was able to get his Xbox One that he never used.
Oh.
So he's like, here, you can borrow this. Sweet. And he had to be up pretty early to get to work. He works at CBC right on Front Street. So I was like, well, fuck, I'll walk back to the Airbnb in the morning. It's Sunday morning in Toronto. It'll be kind of a nice walk. Check my Google Maps. About an hour and a half. It's just over like 5Ks. I'm like, fuck, I can do that, no problem. So I did. All by myself.
Yeah, early in the morning.
Early. Toronto's it's a funny place in the morning. It's very peaceful.
Oh yeah,
still smelly, but peaceful.
you didn't get used to the smell?
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like the smells don't bother me.
I don't notice though.
No, I can smell.
Like I know like this when I smell sewage or something, but like that's not everywhere in Toronto.
No. I'm just making a joke. But no, the sewage smell doesn't bother me. But yeah, I can fucking smell it. It's fucking gross.
Yeah. So you walked home. Thankfully, I was rolling over awake.
Yeah, thankfully. I assume because the Saturday morning when I stayed over, we were up pretty early. Like, you were up pretty early on the Saturday. I think, like, 8 o'clock.
8 or 9, yeah.
So I was like, well, it'll take me about an hour and a half.
But you were there like 7:30.
That was closer to 8. But yeah, I was like, fuck, everyone was still totally passed out. Mm-hmm. You were up having an emergency shit at least.
No, it wasn't an emergency shit. Just a regular old morning poop for me.
It smelled like an emergency. So
well,
I was like, oh, Seamus, please let me.
I own diarrhea dump all over Toronto like the other guys.
They were a mess. But yeah, you let me in, so that was good. Just hung out. And then Sunday, what was it? Sunday we went to the Dufferin Mall? We went both days.
Yeah.
So there was an incident at the Dufferin Mall.
Not really.
Not an incident.
Okay.
But
we can talk about it, I guess. I've forgotten about it.
Just the way we all handle things very differently. I was born in the city. I lived there until I was about 12. And I spent a lot of time downtown with my dad, and he would always taught me, you just don't engage. Unless someone's trying to physically harm you.
Right.
You just fucking carry on. We're in the McDonald's in a Walmart. I'm just like, I just need a breakfast sandwich or something for the walk home. So we go in there, and there's a lady in front of us who's definitely fucking somewhat crazy. She's huge, too.
She's big. I didn't know she was crazy at the time.
Well, she's muttering to herself.
I didn't hear any of that, so...
And she's got her gut totally out. Her shirt's up to her tits.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was just her look. I thought she was more white trash than crazy.
Maybe a touch of both. So she goes and sits in her seat and whatever. We get whatever we're going. As we're leaving, I'm kind of in the lead. And she barks at us. And she's like, hey, you guys think it's fucking funny to make fun of a woman? And you were just
You're gone.
I'm gone. I ignore her and I'm out of the McDonald's. And you turn around and you're like, no, actually we were talking about a friend of ours.
No.
Like that.
I didn't say it like that. You
Maybe
put it
not
wrong.
like that.
You put a wrong tone on that.
But it was
I was like, no. I said, no, I'm sorry. You probably overheard us talking about a friend of ours. Nothing about women. I said very nicely.
Yeah, and she's like, what, you think it's fucking funny or something? And then our buddy Oval's like, well, I think this is pretty funny.
Which it was.
And I was like, fuck you guys.
And she just started calling us cowards.
Yep. Yeah, because in her psychotic mind, you were antagonizing her and making fun of her.
Yeah.
No one even spoke a word to her or about her.
No.
And
I think when we were making fun of Adam, even like she was gone. She was like she was.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, why do you guys fucking engage with these?
Well,
people?
here's my thing. To that point, we can't just ignore people. That's
I do.
But I don't think that in the way I live my life.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
No, eh?
No, they're people too.
Nope.
You know what I mean? No.
Well, they are, but has no effect on that unless they're coming at me. It's a different thing.
No, I think
or in my shit.
I think we should be more opening and accepting of people with mental illness and not ignore them.
No, you ignore them.
No, I didn't.
I know you didn't.
And made for a bit. We wouldn't be talking about it if I just ignored it.
You could have just thrown a cup of piss in your face or something.
Didn't even think about it.
My mind just runs through terrible scenarios.
Yeah, when does that ever happen?
Constantly?
When does that ever happen?
Because
has anyone ever thrown piss at you?
I'm sure it's happened to somebody somewhere.
Fair.
So
no, you can't just ignore crazy homeless people.
Yeah.
And you gotta be nice. You gotta be human to them.
So this was the day. So again, I checked my bank account.
Nothing, eh?
No.
We're having a conversation.
I'm not going to engage.
You're moving back. You're moving past. You're not even engaging me now.
No.
You're just ignoring.
Because you're getting crazy. You want to keep talking about her.
I have a cup of piss that I'm going to throw at you.
But yeah, I checked my bank account the next day, and still the Uber with one has not come out.
And what did I say at that point? Either no, sorry. I'll go on later. I know.
Yeah.
Because I was saying 2 business days.
Yeah.
That's what I kept, like, 2 business days.
Yeah, you kept saying 2. I'm like, no, not with my debit. If I make a purchase anywhere, it's immediate, regardless of the time of day or night. Because it's not a credit card. It was a debit. Comes out immediately, usually. So I was like, okay, something's fucked up here. Something's fucked up, and I didn't pay for this Uber. It's been 24 hours now. Something's wrong. So I'm like, well, whatever. I'll take another one because, again, I wanted to go downtown to meet my brother and go go-karting. and
also, we should say this time, Clarky and Oval are hurting.
Oh, like barely alive.
Clarky's doing better than Oval, but yeah they are hurt.
Oval and Clarky did not come to the Duffer Mall the second time because we were getting some breakfast supplies or something. And they like, no, we got to stay here. And again, we get back to the basement. I'm like, I want to go downtown, meet my brother, go go-karting. And you were like, go-karting? All right, I'm in. And Adam was too.
I should say I am pretty stoned and about 6 to 8 beers deep at this point.
Already. Yeah.
So go-karting seems like I could legally drive?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And a go-kart track, sure.
Great.
So I get another Uber, and I choose luxury car. It's a little more expensive, but I want to get something cool. I thought it'd be like a sick Mercedes or something. It's a Chevy Suburban.
Sweet burb.
Fully loaded burb, mind you. And we get picked up by Constantino.
Tino.
Big Tino.
Big T.
So,
and honestly, I'll say I've had 20, 30 Uber drives before in my life. He is the best Uber driver I have ever had.
Really?
Not even close.
Super friendly.
Telling us all sorts of stories.
The car was immaculate.
But Juan's was probably pretty good too.
Juan's was very
That's clean. The thing about Ubers. Their cars are nice.
The nice thing about Juan's was that he had this big panoramic moonroof.
Oh yeah.
So when we were driving downtown, you could see the whole skyline. It was kind of nice. But yeah, so Big Tino picks us up. Great lovely guy. Burb.
Oh.
Funny. Yeah, telling the stories about wrestlers and sucking titties.
Yeah, just kept getting back to Trish Stratus's boobs.
Yeah.
And talking about those.
He's like, her kids were pretty lucky. But can you breastfeed through fake tits? I don't really understand the plumbing stage.
You have to get them anyways.
Yeah. But anyways, he was a fan of titty sucking.
About hers specific. Like, we'd be talking about something else, and he'd loop it back around.
We're talking about God knows what. So, and Seamus like, okay, Joe, this time when the Uber stops, you say thank you, and you get out, and you don't touch fucking anything. You just leave.
Well, you certainly don't hit the cancel button.
I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that, because maybe I fucked it up, and hitting cancel actually canceled the entire thing. So anyway, Tino drops us off on, Front Street.
Yeah.
And we said, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You're getting 5-star rating from me. We get out, and he peels away. And then sure enough, my phone comes up. Oh, thank you for riding with Constantino. How do you rate? So I rated him.
5, of course.
Clean car, great fucking guy, hilarious conversation. 5 out of 5.
Sweet burb.
Yeah. And I gave him a tip, and everything looked good. So I was like, oh, okay, I must have fucked up Juan's thing.
Yeah.
And now I feel bad. I don't like ripping people off.
Right.
Even if it's...
That's fair.
You know, that's not who I am. You know, maybe if you get an extra $5 back at the grocery store, okay, whatever, I'll keep it. But for something like this, like...
That's hurting, like, a big corporation, too, right?
Yeah, I don't want
like,
to... I mean, one of this is new to this country. He's probably supporting his sick kids. Yeah, who knows?
Probably, yeah.
And I fucked them. I fucked them good.
Can't get their cancer medication.
So I felt terrible. But now, Big Tino. First of all, I don't think I want to fuck with Big Tino.
No.
So...
He's a big man.
Everything looked good. We carry on. We meet up with my brother, Tony.
Takes
us on a drive downtown. Have a lovely day of go-karting, which is like actually out on like the pier.
Yeah.
And there was some kind of like fucking underground white.
Yeah, so nearby is kind of like a concert hall / like they do like big EDM concerts there and stuff. So this is like, it seemingly was like a all night, all day like white party.
Yeah, but
everyone was dressed in white.
Gorgeous women.
All dressed in white.
All white. Hot.
Yeah, chugging vodka.
Just chugging it. And they're all like cruising around by the...
Just kind of wandering around the pier.
I saw 3 fucking Lamborghinis down there. Yeah. Like, something's going down. We should have got in, but they wouldn't let us. We're not all dressed in white. We're all gross.
Probably cost too much money anyways.
Probably. It's always just fucking...
Yeah, go-karting. I think if I'm allowed to get high and drink about 6 to 8 beers, I could be a very good go-karter. Like professional go-karter. I was in the zone, man.
Yeah. I get really into it.
Apparently you didn't, though, because you waited for everyone.
I waited for you guys to catch up.
Why?
I was in the lead car.
Yeah.
So when I took off, you guys were way back there. And I'm like,
but then I passed you, and I just never looked back.
I wanted to race. And unfortunately, I was catching it, but then some kid spun out in front of me, and I got wedged.
Yeah, I know.
But I got out of
it.
But
yeah, I couldn't pass these 2 idiot kids. Just like, they just in my way. I mean, they are like 8 years old and don't know how to drive. So, I mean, just fart.
No.
Oh, it's a pretty small room in here, man. Just don't fart.
I had too many beers and baked goods last night.
How many beers did you have?
3.
Whoa, that's like half of what you had last weekend.
in one night. So go-karting was a blast.
No, it was fun.
And then Tony drops us off downtown again, and he carries on. And where did we eat? The Fox?
Loose Moose.
And I didn't want a big meal because I had the day before I had street meat, huge all-natural heavy creamed milkshake.
Yeah, and tacos.
Some tacos, some other shit. So I'm like, I'm going to eat a light dinner because I don't want to have an emergency in the Scotiabank Arena.
So you choose to go with chili because you don't want to shit, which seemed like an odd choice. I know. It was a light meal.
It was almost like an app. So I'm like, okay, it's probably a small bowl of chili. It's not a main. And all the other stuff looked pretty heavy, and I didn't really want to eat super heavy. I'm like, small bowl of chili, perfect.
Well, first, is it spicy?
Yeah, I was worried about. I asked the waitress,
who hilariously said, which is probably what I would have said too. Is like,
is this too? How spicy is this?
It's white person spicy.
I'm like, that still sounds spicy though.
So I'm like, don't worry about it.
And I handled it. It wasn't spicy for me at all.
It's white person. It's like Frank's Red Hot spicy.
That's my limit. Oh, that's my limit. It almost wasn't spicy. It had almost just like a zing.
A spice.
Yeah.
Not instead of like sauce spice, but like
had a light spices to it.
Yeah.
But it was good. Went down great.
Now, I want to talk about this restaurant. Because you asked me probably the dumbest question you may have ever asked me ever.
Okay.
We're reading the menu, and it's a menu, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. And there's the burgers. And it says right at the top, our burgers are 2 4-ounce patties smothered in, whatever, cheese, or lettuce, and tomato between a Kaiser bun. And you go, what'd you ask me?
First of all, it was worded double patty.
Double? It said 2?
It said double.
It said 2?
It said double patty.
Okay, so what does double mean?
I didn't know. I asked, is it 2 patties? Or is it maybe just a thick 1 patty? That's size of 2.
That's not what you asked.
I just asked if it was 2. Does this mean it's 2 patties? Whatever.
No, whatever. Come on, you know better.
I'm not allowed to ask any dumb questions ever in life.
No, that one's excessively dumb. That's all.
It's fairly dumb.
All right, at least you can admit how dumb it was.
But yeah.
So then, I sat there and had 4 drinks.
Yep. It's a good time. And then, you know what? We were walking to the Scotiabank Arena. We're almost there. We're deciding, hey, let's spark up a doobie.
Of course.
Man, marijuana's fully legal in Canada now.
Yeah.
And like around here where we live, not that big a deal. It's a small town. But being in the city and like walking down a city street, like smoking a doobie and not like trying to duck behind a wall or just.
Oh, in fairness, I think
casual.
to where we smoked away from the crowds, obviously, because that's rude.
I was blowing into a fucking baby stroller or something.
But like, I think I would have smoked a joint in that exact same spot had it not been legal.
I think we would have been a little more cold.
I think we would have went like 5 feet closer to the building.
Yeah,
but like,
and like stay close together smoking it probably.
Well, that looks just fucking weird. That looks more.
It does. But now, I mean, people are just sitting on sidewalks
There's
smoking
several
tubes.
people, yeah.
More than it was you could smell it every time you walk downtown, right?
Yeah.
What a beautiful world we live in.
Oh, Canada.
And like one of the best things for me about being in a place like Toronto or any big city, really, even like going to the Barrie Mall, I love people watching.
Oh, yeah.
Like Adam and I on Saturday when we got our hot dogs, we were just sitting on these benches out right on Front Street, right by the Sky Dome. Right?
Yeah.
There's people
Watching the world go by.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's all sorts of fucking weirdos and freakos and hot dudes and hot chicks.
Yeah, lots of hot bods.
Tons of bods.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Lots of pups.
A few pups.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, man.
And then, I mean, the big night was Sunday night after our chili and doobie.
Summerslam. Yeah.
First of all, we were, what's it, like the 300s?
We're in 300s.
So we get up there, and we're fucking high up there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I thought we had really good seats.
Like 10 rows from the back?
Yeah. Like, so we're at the top, but like we didn't have an obstructed view. We could see where the wrestlers were coming.
There's a TV literally on the wall, like 10 feet beside us.
But even if that TV wasn't there, I thought we were still.
Yeah.
View-wise, we could see everything.
For sure.
Not in great detail.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interacting with the wrestlers.
No.
But fucking great time.
Yeah.
We're all sitting there. Oval and Clarkey eventually show up because they spent most of the day in the basement because they were feeling rough.
Right.
But we all get there. We're all having a good time. Halfway through the show, I get a flop sweat going. I'm like, oh, no.
Because you were like, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The last time we went to a big show at Scotiabank was Survivor Series. And as we've discussed before, I had to go to the bathroom. Not an emergency by any means, but I had to go to the bathroom. And I couldn't find my way back to my seat. And
you got the right section.
I got the right section, but I went past us, and then I just committed.
You went past the several people waving at you, yelling.
Yeah. And I just picked a row and got a ways down before I realized. And then I looked back, and you guys are looking at me.
You're like 2 rows like behind
fuck.
us, and we're like staring at you, waving, like, oh no, sorry.
Yeah, people were chirping me, rightfully so. So this time I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm getting up. If I gotta piss, I'm pissing my pants. I don't care. Fuck it.
But no, you had to.
But I had to
poopy
shit.
poop.
And I knew, first of all, the way I started feeling, it came on so quickly, I was worried maybe I got like food poisoning from the chili or something. Because it was like that floppy sweat.
I gotcha.
And I was like, oh, no, you fucker. No. And right away, the way my mind works, worst case scenario, I got to go all the way back to the house. I'm going to miss fucking SummerSlam because of this.
Why'd you have to go back to the house?
Because I thought I was really sick or something.
Oh, you didn't think it was you thought it was coming out both ends.
I thought, and then my night's over. Like, I got to get back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. So it's during the Charlotte Trish Stratus match, which is, I think it was about midway.
Yeah, about that.
And the match, just as soon as it finished, I don't wait around. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta go. I might not find my way back, but I was like counting how many railings there were up to our seat.
Our row is labeled.
I know, but I can't look down at the stairs because we're up so high and the stairs are so narrow. I get freaked out that I'm gonna fall backwards because I'm not paying attention.
But you don't have to walk and look. You can stop, look, and you're still freaked out you're gonna fall?
It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, but I mean, but even down below, you'd still topple the same amount of stairs.
Yeah, I know, but
it's not like you're gonna topple down the stairs like
and go
stand
over.
up, flip over.
I might.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Could happen.
No, it couldn't. This isn't a cartoon.
So as soon as I get up from my chair and like get into like the main area of the stadium or whatever, I automatically already feel better. It's like the sweats has gone
it's
away,
cooler in that
and
area.
It's a little cooler.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this might not be so. I still got to go to the fucking bathroom though. So I get in there and I just fucking unload in the toilet. First time ever shitting at the Scotiabank Arena. So
good, sweet.
That was my emergency.
Never had to do it, so
And then as soon as I did, I'm like, oh, thank God, I feel good. Whew. What a relief.
Well,
I thought I was in serious trouble.
Yeah.
So I finish up, wash up. Now the real struggle begins because now I have to find my way back to the seat.
Well, real struggle for Joe.
For Joe.
Not the 17 other 1,000 people there. They get their seats, still problem.
I told you, I have a tough time with simple tasks.
They can just have a tough time.
But hey, I get a soda pop. I get a bag of Skittles because this concession stand is right by our entrance.
Yeah, so's the bathroom.
Yep. Yeah. And I get up there, turn. I'm like, oh, okay, here's the 4 railings. I get to the end of the 4 railings. I see Clarky looking at me. I'm like, boom, and I sneak in. You guys are all standing up, like, giving me high fives because I found it. Nobody around us knows what's going on.
Oh, who cares?
But yeah.
So I will say so
for me, very successful outing to the Scotiabank Arena.